Hello. In the last 10 years, I learned a lot about life. And the most surprising thing that I learned is responsibility. I learned its true meaning. I knew about responsibility since I was young, but the meaning of it was given to me by society and educational system. To me, responsibility was mostly a negative term connected to blame, because I heard many times the sentence, "Who's responsible for that?" And it was mostly used when someone did something harmful or broke something or failed to do something. And since I had such a negative view on responsibility, I could have never guessed that it is actually a wonderful thing, that it could lead one to have more freedom and have more beautiful life. It surprised me so much that I couldn't understand it at first when I heard the explanation. It was so unexpected. I couldn't grasp how the consequences of having more freedom are connected to responsibility. So if you don't understand it at first, don't worry, just think about it more, listen to explanation again. But the best thing that you can do is try it for yourself and see in your own experience. Now, understanding of the responsibility can be found in the very meaning of the word. The word responsibility is combined from two words, response and ability. So responsibility is an ability to respond. Only this part, an ability to respond. So it is a choice to respond. What comes after is something else. And when you choose how you will react, after that comes action and the consequences of those actions. And what does it mean to respond? It doesn't mean you have to take action every time. It means you think about what kind of actions you can take and the consequences of those actions. And then you choose one of the actions and you act, or you choose not to act. And this is consciously responding, instead of just compulsively reacting and doing things without thinking about them and without thinking about the consequences of those actions. So this is how you increase your freedom, by choosing to consciously react to things. So freedom is having more choices, more opportunities, and by taking responsibility, by choosing to react, you are creating those choices and opportunities by yourself, for yourself, instead of just waiting for them to come to you. So if you choose to react to something, to just think about what you can do, then you can do something. But if you choose not to react, then you cannot do anything. And why do we choose not to react? It could be because we don't like that thing or situation or person, or because we don't see any benefit for us, or because we have learned to take responsibilities unwillingly. It was forced upon us by our parents, teachers, and other people. So we learn to take responsibilities with resistance, doing things that we have to do while resisting and not liking them. But this is the key, doing it willingly and consciously responding is doing things willingly. So try this next time. Do something that you were doing, some kind of responsibility that you were doing before unwillingly, and do it now willingly, and see how are the consequences then. Here's an example that you can try it on. So you meet a stranger and you think they are bad or ugly or stupid. You don't want to do anything with them. And that's okay, but do you realize that you are lowering your opportunities, and by that you're lowering your freedom? You may think that it's okay, I will just wait for the things and people that I like and react only to them. But that is just building the walls of limitations, and freedom is about breaking those walls. So you will enjoy life less because you are looking only for the things that you like. So freedom is not doing more things that you like. This is very dependable, very unstable freedom. And even the things that you like, people that you like, you don't like them all the time. It depends on your mood and what those people do. So I recently heard someone say, if you don't like me, I don't like you. I heard this many times, and it's such a ridiculous thing. With attitude like that, you will not get far. If other person has the same attitude, then you will just avoid each other, and many people do. But I personally want to have pleasant relationship with everyone, so I take responsibility for it. It will not depend on the other person. I will make it so it depends more on me. I will try to be kind and friendly to everyone because I want to have enjoyable conversations and other interactions with people. And I will not make conditions also. It doesn't matter how that person looks or how they talk or what they think about me. Or even if I have to interact with unpleasant and angry people, I will take responsibility for those kind of situations and remain calm. I will try not to react negatively, anger with anger. I will try to be calm. It doesn't always work, but I'm trying to do it, and I make less and less friction in conversation, in interactions, and those frictions are less often. And now I can count them in a year, how many times per year I was angry. And usually I get angry because the other person is very negative. They have so many dislikes and they build so much negativity that I just lose control. But now I get angry once or twice per year, and then I even think about those situations and how to not repeat them, because I still want to have enjoyable interactions with everyone. So if you want pleasant cooperation, you have to take responsibility for it. There will always be limits to mutual understanding and compatibility. That's normal. But if you try and if you find those limits, and if you can accept those limits, you can have a great relationship. Even if that relationship is small, if you accept those limits that it cannot grow bigger, you can have a pleasant relationship. We cannot have a fantastic relationship with everyone, but almost always we can have a great relationship. Great relationship if you take responsibility for it instead of just being held back by your dislikes. So how does it look like living life without disliking? Or at least trying not to dislike, because it's not so simple. We are disliking things every day, our whole life. So if you try to drop your dislikes, you will also have to try to drop your likes. And just try to observe everything without any judgment, without creating conclusions or expectations. And it sounds very hard and maybe impossible, but it goes little by little, and you can make a lot of progress through months and years and improve your life drastically. But remember, you don't have to take action on everything. And even the things you act on will not be successful all the time. That's normal. Not every problem could be solved immediately or every plan fulfilled. But at least you tried, and you can learn from your tries. If you do your best and you fail, it's okay, because there's not more that you can do. So when I stop looking on a world through likes and dislikes, most of the things that I disliked before, now I just think they are funny. Because we humans are so ridiculous. Our problems are so ridiculous. From small things, small problems, we create such a big deal. We create such a big emotional response. And now that's funny to me, because I've done that. I'm very emotional, and I reacted emotionally to many things. Now this is funny to me because I understand what happened. I understand now that actually there are no problems. Our mind is creating those problems because we were looking through the world with likes and dislikes. So to have more freedom, it is important to react to more people and situations, but it is even more important to react to yourself, to react to your health, your happiness, your strengths. Because when you are more healthy, you will have more choices, you will have more energy to do things, your mood will be better, your will to do things will be better. And when you drop some of the unhealthy habits that you had before, you will have more time and money to do things that you really want to do, to follow your passions, your goals, your dreams and visions. And I have created for myself a healthy morning routine that I do every day. A bit of stretching, first cold shower, and stretching, some light exercises and meditation. And I do it every day without exception, because I think you have to take care of your health every day to make a real change, real effective change. Now think about if you reacted to everything. Think about how many choices you would have, how many opportunities would you create. And if your responsibility was unlimited, would your freedom be unlimited? I think it would be. And I remind myself every day that my responsibility is unlimited. I try to react to everything, not take action on everything, just react on everything. Think about what I can do in a situation, or should I do something? Because sometimes your actions can have even worse consequences. So when I started to react to more and more things and situations, my life has grown so much. My life has become so much more enjoyable, so much more enjoyable. I created so many opportunities, and I connected with more people, I have more enjoyable relationships, and I'm feeling that my life is even more opening up for me. And I have a big vision that I want to follow. And now I'm seeing a path that I can take to get to it. And I think it has a lot to do with taking more responsibility. Because whatever change I want, I take responsibility to find a solution for it. And I know I find so many solutions, and all I need is enough information and time and patience and not disliking things, being calm, and eventually a solution will just reveal itself to me. And it has revealed itself many times, and so I know it's possible. That's all. If you thought this video was interesting and useful, share it with someone. Thank you for listening, and remember, if you dislike things, situations, and people, you're taking away your freedom and a possibility of a more beautiful life.